forestry property here, but I'm sure they won't mind.
We lost our chicken house and we lost a sheep shed. We lost a lot of stuff with a lot of organising.
Roof came off.
Moving animals and everything this week.
Yeah. Manny, what you do an hour when you're going well?
Depends who's pushing them up.
They're going in there! They're going in there! You're right! Casey! Casey! Welcome back. So it's a Sunday. Had a nice handy morning this morning, but now going doing a wee bit of scanning. Dad went ahead of me. He quickly let off the trailer and rushed off before he left. And the trailer decided to go walkabouts because he didn't put out the handbrake. So the trailer rolled down straight towards me Jeep. Well, not really, but could have caught it. And this is where it stopped. Close one. Yeah. Sunday work almost got me again. So the sheep are gathered.
Okay.
Johnny P's on the job. How you getting on, Johnny?
Great. Having the time of my life.
Baits the post.
Hey?
Baits the post.
Baits the post. That's a wee boy, is it?
He is. How many's in him?
7.
Probably get that joke at every farm.
Every single.
Small wee flock here, he's probably going to be done them in about 20 minutes, I'd say. Scanning is a fast job. Manny, what'd you do an hour when you're going well?
Depends who's pushing them up.
I have my own prattleys out here, keeping the sheep in. And then I've got these gates here for sweeping around them. Which is arseways from the way you want it. Because the prattleys are far better for sweeping around. No lugs at the bottom for getting caught at the ground. No point changing it now though, for a small job. So you have those questions that you hear every day with shearing. Do you sharpen your own gear and does your back ever get sore?
Yeah,
so what's the questions for scanning that I should ask you to annoy you?
Good night, I think.
Do you scan your own sheep?
No, you don't get that.
No.
I think that would be self-explanatory.
Yeah, it would.
What is I don't know what the most common questions are. You still get, is that the one you're looking for?
Yeah, same as the shearing.
Every single time.
They go on like you're going to retire after the last one of theirs goes through. One thing's for sure, these sheep are they're in good enough order anyway. He's got a few here. There's some Chevrolet ones. I'd say probably the like of that one. There's a few others. That's probably another one. They're a Glen Mayo Horn Joe cross, I'd say, for the most part. And they're great wee sheep. They're very easy fed with. They're not the biggest sheep, but they're very easy fed. And they're milky wee sheep. Great mothers. I was lambing these last year while we were lambing our own, and I was going through these every day. And damn the bunch that I see anywhere else that lambed as safe. They lamb so safely. They just spat them out. And they all had milk. Great wee mothers. I think if I was getting into lowland sheep, hopefully down the line, if we get land, I'd probably try a few of those. That'd be one of them there. The breadth of her.
Some of these are late enough, you know.
Yeah. They're going to be late lambing.
Yeah.
The ram was actually lifted. One of the rams was lifted and there was only one old ram left with them. So probably took a wee while to get around to them.
No banana. She didn't see the rod.
God, is that the one you were looking for, was it?
That's the one I was looking for, boss.
So that's the scanning job done. It took all of
I don't know,
15, 20 minutes. How is your season going, Johnny?
So we're having the time of my life.
This is Johnny. There was
happy out.
shears in the summer and scans in the springtime.
Yeah.
Has it been Has there been many? What's the story going around the farms? Is there like a lot of lambs, or people lambing late, or what are you noticing this year?
Not as many sheep and
Less ewes.
less ewes. Men lot trying the hogget job and
Right, yeah. So they're not ringing.
cutting back.
They're not ringing you if they're trying the hogget job.
No.
Yeah. Just like having any kind of sheep and just throwing payments and.
Seems to be the way they're sending us.
I suppose so. That's what they're paying you to do now, really.
Yeah.
Although, it's funny, but now they're also paying per sheep as well for ewes, but that's not really enticing people back into sheep, is it?
Not enough. It doesn't seem to be enough to entice people back to the...
You think, like, they're just, I suppose, people... I suppose it depends on your situation. If you're an older farmer, or maybe if you're busy at a job and part-time hogget suits you, I suppose. But you would think now sheep are good trade. And now they're on about €25 a ewe now, aren't they, this year?
Yeah, but the problem was sheep are dear now. People don't have them, and they're too dear to buy into.
Yeah, that's true. If you want them now, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, that's the way forward.
Lovely job. We'll pack up, so. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. We are going scanning some sheep today. We're going scanning the sheep in Glen, hoping for a good result, hoping that the majority of them are in lamb. Okay, so we're in Glen. It's a bit windy, a little bit of drizzle, not too bad rain wise, but quite a windy day. But sheep are coming in this pin as usual. They'll be coming over the road here by the looks of it. Dad is down below now, ahead of me, gathering them, which is good. Good to have a bit of help on the job. Jazz is coming as well soon. Sheep are starting to come up there. Big bunches down here. Man, it's blustery. It's a windy day. Wait. Lie down. Lie down. One more for a bonus. Take it easy, Johnny. So the sheep are in, ready to go. Johnny P has landed, and we have a savage amount of help here. We've got the Pattersons, three Pattersons here, and Johnny, of course, the boss man, ready to scan them. And then we've got a couple of our own crew as well, our own clan. So there's been more help. There's more help here for this job now than I've had at any other job here combined in the last year, I'd say. They've all turned up today, and there's none of them around when I really need them. But no, it's good to have. Many hands make light work. Sheep are in, ready to go. We'll see how they scan.
Oh yes.
Is he funny, like?
Oh, he's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity because he wouldn't come to the west of Ireland much.
He said the last
He might never come again.
Oh, stop.
last time we
Well,
went
like,
to
for sure, what age he? Yeah, true. Or he come to Dublin. Point the camera at him. Oh, he's cozy.
I'm cozy. Sure, this is a great way of working, isn't it? I even have a wee fella. My head was getting sore on the steel bars.
Oh, it's about, so you've got the little...
I have a wee cushion and everything for me.
So what are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know how to get this done. I'm looking for the lamb. You see the lamb?
We've got the bubbles.
There's
Just
the
there.
rib.
Oh wow,
The
look
rib.
at that.
You go on it.
That is cool.
Hi Lily, do you like it up here? No.
Oh, is it cold? It's a bit cold.
Don't worry,
A bit cold and a bit rainy.
don't worry, they're all finished now. We'll get you a hot cup of tea and some food. So that's the scanning done. Postman Johnny has the sheep scanned. He done them in a shot.
More letters for today now left. Yeah.
Bank holiday Monday. That's why I think all the help is swimming around here. If he'd left it till Tuesday, there wouldn't have been near as much help. But yeah, that was not too bad. They got 100% exactly.
100% exactly.
Yeah,
it's not bad for run hard ewes.
That's it. Yeah. For hopefully, if we can get a wee bit more green land for these sheep in the next couple of years, we might be able to push it up maybe to 1.1 or 1.2. But he had a bit of good crack on the storm.
Yeah, we lost our chicken house and we lost the sheep shed. We lost a lot of stuff with a lot of organising.
Roof came off.
Moving animals and everything this week. Hasn't been too easy.
So it's a tough one. So the guys here, you moved into a place and you're very fortunate to be able to get a house and a farm, like dream place that you've been really wanting to get. But of course, got into it and money is tight and you're trying to do things. And there were old sheds with an old roof, and you obviously think, oh, it'll do for the moment.
It'll do for the moment. We'll put it on the long finger. We'll get there eventually.
In comes Storm Eowyn.
Your Storm Eowyn, and has wrecked any plans we had for a year or two or whatever, and we just don't know where we are now at the minute. We've no grass, nowhere to put our sheep, nowhere right to put our chickens. It's just been a difficult. It'll all come right in the end.
You'd really started to make use of them sheds in the last year or two because they've an honesty box. And how many chickens have you got?
We've 250 chickens or so, and we're selling all our eggs at the road. And hey, the wee ones love it. I love it. We're having good fun. Yeah,
it's great. But it's just going to be challenging now.
Oh, it's challenging now because we had to move our chickens into a container. Yeah. And it's not ideal. It's temporary housing.
They're not that happy in it, are they?
No, they're content enough, but I don't like it. It's too tight and it's too. But we'll offload a few.
You just have to make do.
Make do.
What about the sheep then? What's the plan there?
The sheep is nothing I can do at the minute. I'm going to have to poach a bit of land.
They're going to have to just be left outside.
They're going to have to be left outside.
The whole sheep, just the back of the sheep shed is up. Could you put any sheep into it?
Well, it's not safe. I'd be scared of the wind, another storm coming and tossing the rest of the shed. When the shed's opened, I'd be scared of it coming and hurting somebody or hitting our house again. It hit our new house and different things. Yeah. So
you're going to pull the whole lot off,
Pull the whole lot off, probably. Yeah.
Price of roof then. Probably.
Price of roof and waiting on people to turn up.
Good
ringing and waiting. And
it's not fun now. Challenging. Like you've built up a nice bit of a chicken business now, so you had to keep that going.
Yeah, there's no fortune in it, and you do question should you keep it going, but I like it. It's everyone in the community is behind us, and they all love it. Yeah. And
you've done the work now to set it up and figure out how to farm chickens and all that.
Farm chickens, and there's people ringing me up wondering why we've no eggs, but my housing isn't ideal, and I can't keep the eggs clean, so I'm not selling them with dirty, and you can't wash eggs, so. It's just the way it is. Yeah. We have to take the loss. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Well, that's challenging, but Johnny's keeping the sunny side out. He's keeping positive anyway. Yeah. I'll let you go so you can go on up and get a bit of lunch up with us anyway. And go on and do the next bunch. Cheers, Johnny. Thank you. Okay, so we've had our tea. The rest of the team are gone now. There's not as much help here as there was. But there's still myself and Jazz, which is plenty. Jazz was very organised. She had a flask and had tea and all here, and brought it down so myself and herself could have some tea. We wanted to stay here. The rest of them are gone to scan another couple of bunches of ours, but there's loads of help. There's sound Dad's up there, Joanne's up there, they're fine. We said we stay here and sort out our sheep afterwards, and if we're going well, we'll hopefully do a bit of fencing too. So, you ready for work, are you?
Yeah, I'm so glad that the weather is bright for us.
No, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It was so much better when you were gathering yesterday.
It was stunning. I wish we'd done it yesterday. It was such a stunning day.
It's a bit blustery today, but luckily there hasn't been too much rain yet anyway, but it's quite windy, but it's very simple what we're doing here. So these sheep are scanned. The far majority of them are singles, as is usually the case here with my sheep. They actually scanned exactly at 100%. There's 9 pairs and there's 9 dry ones too. Now them dry ones, a couple of them could have lambs yet, but they're not showing up at the moment anyway. So if 3 or 4 or 5 of them have lambs, it'll be later. It'll be May or June. But very simply, the dry ones are going to go up with the old lambs up above here. Sheep that are thin, I want to bring them away to the field that we fenced off. So we're going to start putting in bunches of sheep and see how we get on with them. Dry ones up there, thin ones here, and the rest of them down the hill for another few weeks. Come by, Casey, come by. Casey, come here, Casey. Sheep coming. Right down, right down. Right down. Right down. Right down. Right down. Alright, moose. Moose. Casey, come here. Casey. Come here. They're going in there. They're going in there. You're right. Casey! 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 Good girl! Come here, Casey! Casey, come, Casey! Tour's right in the way. You couldn't write it. A tourist was coming, wanted to get a picture of the sheep as they were coming. Parked right in the gateway. Right in the gateway. The sheep went round and then lucky enough the sheep were smart. A lot smarter than some of the tourists that come up here. Right, Jazz. I'll have to teach you how to farm hill sheep.
Grab by the horns.
Right, so dry ones out first.
Yeah.
Cool.
Be free.
Basically what we're doing, if you're not from a farming background, farmers will know what we're at, but we're basically body condition scoring the sheep. And it's very important because the question you have to ask yourself with each individual sheep is, it's early February now, and you have to ask yourself, is this ewe going to make it through to lambing and then through into early May, I'd say, probably at the earliest before there's any real growth we're talking about, and it might be later. There's often a cold May and sometimes it's even later before there's growth. So these sheep have to have a bit of condition now to carry them through February, March into April, lamb their lamb, have a little bit of milk for the lamb to get it through before then there's a bit of grass in May. So we're handling them, and it's just basically, you just kind of go by basically what sort of condition they're in. And we have nearly a trail load of sheep now. If a sheep is thin now, she kind of has to come off. She needs to get a change to some better ground. For the simple reason that if she's thin now, there's too far to go until lambing. And by the time she gets to lambing in 2 months' time, she'll be as thin as a stick and she won't have any energy to have a bag of milk for her lamb. Like see sheep like that now. Sometimes it's younger sheep as well, like a 2-year-old sheep, a first lammer. Sometimes they don't stick it as well, and it comes a bit harder on them than a mature sheep that's 3, 4, 5. That's probably your sort of prime age for a hill sheep, where they're probably in their best fettle and they're well used to these conditions. So we dropped them sheep off, not a whole pile of grass where they went to. I suppose my thinking there is it'll just take a little bit of the pressure off even for a couple of weeks. Like them sheep are thin, and only a few went to that field at least anyway. So like while they have much grass, you know, it's a fairly good field and there's only a small amount of sheep there. Some of the thinnest ones and a couple of the pairs. It also just takes the pressure off here a wee bit. Literally just buying us a wee bit of time. We don't really, I don't really have fields or grass anywhere else, so there's not really much option really. I'm just managing them as best I can. But anyway, they're off anyway, and they have crystal X. They've got a bucket down there and they've got a few buckets up here, so hopefully that'll keep them tied into lambing. Now the next port of call here, we're after driving in the lane and we've got a nasty little tree in front of us here that has to be cut. I was the subject of a bit of laughter and a bit of embarrassment. It was actually before the storm. It was the day before the storm. I was in here putting off some buckets before the storm. I says I'll feed the sheep. On the way out, this tree was in the way. It was scraping off the Jeep on the way in, so I thought I'll try and avoid it as best I can. Unfortunately, I done too good of a job avoiding it and ended up in the ditch, and the neighbour had to come and pull me out. I said it to the neighbour and I said to myself, I says, the next time I come down here, I'm bringing a saw with me and I'm cutting that. Forestry property here, but I'm sure they won't mind.
There's a little Christmas tree. Missed the boat a bit.
That's your saw, Jazz.
Yeah.
It's a great wee saw.
It's brilliant.
It's good. I tell you, if you've a good hand, a sharp hand saw, you can do plenty of damage. So let's get this baby here.
Look at that mess.
Away with you.
One next.
I wonder how well my saw is going to tackle that one over there though.
Oh, lovely. There's another one for us. Storm Eowyn, if that's what you call it. Brought this one down because this one wasn't here before the storm. We're not going to get past that unless we get some elbow grease into action and get sawing it. Chipper this, Jazz, the lefty, hard at work.
Tell you what, it smells really good. It must be pine. It smells lovely.
It's also unfortunately stopping me from feeding my sheep, so it must go.
See how many trees are down. Whew. Hang on, I'm still in the tree.
Sorry.
Look at that. Can't you age a tree by the number of rings? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Surely that's more than 10 years old.
That's the last one, is it?
I think so.
Oh. I may be small, but if I go for long enough, I can get the job done. We get by now, will we? Sort of.
Just.